Well, hello,
Jesus.
well, well, hello, Hanuman and Joe, the man, and welcome back to Let's Interview. On today's episode, I have host, not host, and he's never going to be a
Uh,
host, a guest, uh, Mr. Womble.
Hello.
Mr. Womble, he is doing something secret for Off Topic Series 2.
Shh, spoilers.
I know. She legit
Yeah,
kind of
I know,
spoiled
I
it.
know, I know. I heard it.
I was really annoyed as well when she spoiled it. But I'm not going to spoil it. So Mr. Womble, he's a introduce what your channel's all about.
um, hold on. God, Jesus, I didn't expect you to make me introduce myself. I thought you were gonna do all the hard
Okay,
work.
okay. Womble, Mr. Womble is you're how long are you on YouTube? We'll get onto the
Okay.
whole YouTube stuff now in a second. You're on YouTube
Since November.
since November, and
Yeah.
we found like you're a lost puppy. We we found Womble through just you found our channel, Lydia's channel, and
No, Lydia found my channel first.
oh right,
She subbed to me first.
ooh, didn't know that.
Mhm.
And Womble has done a lot of games. You kind of do a game a day, isn't it?
I don't know. I go through phases. Some like for a couple of months I didn't do anything, and when I first started, I did probably about a game a day, or maybe two games a day, maybe, but or a video a day rather. But that was,
I've just noticed you took down the videos.
huh? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I took those down ages ago.
Right, good. So they go to the channel. They don't know what's happening. Good.
Yep. No,
His links will be in the description. He's. Are you on Twitter, man?
no. Well, yeah, but
The real you, not your YouTube
um,
personality.
yeah, I've got a Twitter page, but I never use it. I never use Facebook. I never use anything like that. I'm not really a social media person. That's why I'm terrible at YouTube because I can't network.
Yeah, network is talking to.
Yeah.
Just talking to Godric about this. A guy who only 3 months ago had 300 subscribers and now has 1,000.
Yeah, I know. I've
He
seen.
he's not. He's like. I know networking. Because in this last 7 or 8 months I've started the whole networking and my channel's grown quite a lot.
Mm.
And now it's just like a race to beat Lydia and all this stuff. But yeah, your channel you do kind of you don't stay the same formula of like just platform games or shooters. You have quite a different range of games. It's quite nice.
Yeah, I have a rule. Generally I go for story-based games, so something with a story. So I won't do uh platform games that don't have a solid story behind. So I'm more RPG maybe sometimes. That's how I started, and I went through first-person shooter things, and
Chrono Trigger, did you?
yeah, that was my first. Yeah, that was my first one. Yeah, but that's a terrible one because obviously I was literally like trying to find what I was like the first I think 10 parts I recorded all in one session, and it was just me experimenting with editing software and recording setups and like my style, how I was gonna commentate and do stuff like that. So yeah.
Even your thumbnails have really changed over the last 8 months. To very kind of like the cover of the box or the art of that person to
So actually putting an effort.
yeah, putting a bit of an effort. Like you just have Earthborn and a lot of them, but not even the number of the video. That's
Yeah,
phenomenal.
yeah. Well, again, it was just like just doing what I felt was comfortable, and actually the Chrono Trigger ones didn't have any thumbnails for a very long time. Then I decided, you know what, I'll take a photo of the box. I took a photo of the box and put that
Oh,
on.
did you not use an emulator for that? Do you actually have that game?
I have that game. it is illegal to use an emulator without the game, but I did use the emulator for the playthrough, the Let's Play.
So what if you have the emulator? If you have the game, you can
If you have
emulate
the
it.
game and the console, and they're both working, then you can use the emulator. Um,
By whose
and
rules?
that's Nintendo's rules. That's one of
Nintendo
Nintendo's.
has some
Yeah,
of the weirdest
yeah,
rules.
yeah. No, it's all to do with their like copywriting laws and things like that. But if you look in deep enough, at least for my country, pretty much any video game you can play as an emulator or anything like it's like music as well. If you've bought a CD, you have the right to put that onto your laptop as long as you don't share the music with anyone. Because you buy the right to listen to the music, not the actual music itself. So
Yeah,
you can listen to it however you like.
yeah, because I remember years ago, my family were with Creative Zen, who came out before iPod and all this,
Mm.
and it on the it used to have an amazing player, like a place to keep all your music, an amazing player. And then they stopped making the player, but you could no problem putting a different device in and sharing it. There was
Mm.
like no problem. But I know with Apple, if the CD's on one or the music you bought is on one device, it can't be put on a different device.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's madness. Such weird copyright laws where I could just give you the disc and you can do it for yourself.
Mm.
I just find some copyright laws that are just weird.
Yeah, they are. You've got to be very careful with copyright laws, especially in places like Germany. Well, yeah, Disney. No, I meant like countries. Germany
Yeah.
have the weirdest copyright laws, and Australia and other places.
Yeah, well, poor Australia, it had a censored version of Left 4 Dead. It's been censored
Oh,
out there.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I bet you it's
actually
just
that
the
doesn't
easy
surprise me.
mode. No tanks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck
no
you.
tanks at all?
No, I'd hope you'd be like that.
Wow.
Or, when you're down and it's near the end, your friend comes back and helps you, just doesn't fuck off. No.
Well, that depends who you're playing against
So,
or
do you
playing
know
with.
it's brilliant. There is achievement to beat the bridge level in 3 minutes. It's 3 or 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And I'm sure it's just literally not stopping you, just running the whole time as a team.
Yeah,
Because
probably.
when we played it, it's very easy to get around a tank.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, the I find there's two different ways of doing that because we usually have like an extra bot. Like you either leave the bot to fight the tank, or and then run, or you become a distraction yourself, which is what I did once, and you didn't come back.
No, I decided not to come back for you. Yeah, like that game is fun. It's a really good icebreaker if you want to talk to someone,
Yeah.
because it's every level is it's different backgrounds and level designs, but it's really the same.
Yeah.
It's fucking like the last one. You always had to have like a 10-minute waiting.
Yeah.
In
Well,
like the second level, there's always a point where you have like a minute wait of a horde, fucking witches, people. I'm just saying this right now. If you were playing with Earth Lygia, never let her startle a witch.
yeah.
And it got to the point that she wouldn't even go near a witch and just go, Earth Lygia has startled a witch. And like, what have you done?
Well, before I started playing Left 4 Dead with you guys, I had 2 hours on it. Now I've got 22 hours, so that means that's 20 hours in essentially 2 weekends, basically. So we didn't play it for long, did we?
Do you have really that many hours put into it?
Yeah, I've got 22, and I'm still awful.
Yeah. Like, because I love the way that you like a game like that. I'm just like, let's get the fucking thing done and all that. And you're just messing, doing shit. It's like, come on, lads, get the fucking head in the game. What game were we playing a few weeks ago? And you used to were just messing. I'm like, lads, come on, let's get it together.
Bloody Trapland.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I want to play the level. I'd use it taking the piss. Just keeping jumping up and down, doing nothing, or getting in the way so no one can do anything. I was like, lads, do you want me to do this? I have, oh my lord, I have 39 hours on Left 4 Dead.
39. Jesus.
My biggest game is Fallout with 90 hours.
My biggest game is probably GTA 4. I think that's got about 65. That was one of my first games I had, so I played that quite a lot.
Grand Theft Vice City is my favorite game of the whole series.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I've played that. If you could count the PS2, how many hours on PS2 I've played that, probably way over 300 hours.
I had to buy new discs of it.
Yeah.
It's such a good fucking game. The only thing is on the Steam version, they map the controls to a controller, but you still need to use the keyboard in some bits. Like to answer the phone, you had to hit buttons to answer the phone and move cameras, and it's really messed up the way they.
Yeah, I think I just played the whole thing on keypad because my friend, when I was a kid, my friend had, this was before I had the game, my friend had it on PC, so I was sort of used to playing with the PC controls. So then when I ended up getting it on PS2, it was a bit of a culture shock going to controller. But having said that, it's easier to play on controller, definitely.
It's just a fun game.
It is, yeah.
I love some.
I've only got 2.5 hours on Steam for Vice City.
I have 24 hours.
Jesus, that's impressive.
I really enjoyed that game. I played that non-stop for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I played that a lot when I was a kid, so I've beat that game so many times now. It sort of gets a bit old.
It does, but I love just starting the game where like I'm just gonna drive around and not start any hassle, and then
Yeah.
the thugs, the guys in the red shirts or the purple shirts, run at me, take me out my car. It's like, what have I done to you now, lads? I'm pretty sure I've killed all of you at this point. I don't know if I'm still going.
My problem with that game is that it hasn't aged that well. So some PS2 games are still actually quite playable. You can sort of play them.
Like Ratchet and Clank,
Yeah.
like they're still pretty beautiful games.
Yeah. But GTA, well, Vice City,
You can see
and GTA 3, there's yeah.
Count them. Like there's 12 there.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's a fun game. So you've been on YouTube for a few months now.
Since November, yeah. So
Since November, coming up to a year soon. How have you found like the community a whole? How have you found?
yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
I haven't found a community. I like to keep in my own little corner. apart from you guys and one other American YouTuber, I literally haven't spoke to anyone else.
Well, I feel welcome.
I wouldn't have spoke to you if it wasn't for Lydia either, probably.
It was my idea for the whole thing, because you were sending really nice messages, and I was like, Lydia, I have an idea, and I ran the idea through, and she was like, oh, that's great, I'm gonna ask him. And so I asked you.
Yeah.
But it was the whole thing. I was like, oh, I want to do something with this guy, but he doesn't want to do videos really, and
No, I didn't want to do videos. I'm not. I mean, it's taken quite a long time for me to get onto your videos. Like 20 questions, I was very reluctant for that.
yeah, all week. No.
Yeah.
And it's good because
And I still won't do a debate. I refuse to do a debate with you. Yeah.
You will be on. Well, in some way, you will be on every single off-topic.
Jesus. Jesus.
Till Series 3 when we find someone else.
Oh, fuck you, man.
So you've been on YouTube since November. You've kind of collaborated with a few people. You're starting to build up, so it's good that, ladies and gentlemen, me and Womble might be doing something in the future, maybe. Maybe. Because how I'm working, I've been trying to build a network with other YouTubers, and I really need to find some more YouTubers from Europe.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, for me, it's not about finding YouTubers and making videos. For me, I work a lot better if I know someone and I can work with them. I don't like to force things, and I've always had that in my main career, which I won't mention because obviously this is YouTube. But like in past careers, when I've done other creative style stuff, I've only ever been able to do it if
Everyone
I
is willing and wanting.
yeah, well, not just that. If it feels forced, then you lose something. You lose a little bit of magic, and that's what the entertainment industry is essentially made up of. And sometimes you've got to force things, but I always used to try and avoid it.
Like I've asked Womble to do something with me because I'd stop calling him a guest.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I'd rather play video games off camera.
You would like the reasons you've told me. We won't go into if you don't want to. Why you started YouTube and all is it's quite nice. It's
Well,
nice.
no, we can go through that because that's all past now. So,
So what was the reason you started
well,
doing YouTube and why you're still continuing on with it?
I did have a little bit of YouTube before November, but Let's Play started in November, and at the time, my ex-girlfriend literally said, "You will not amount to anything." Uh,
Does
well,
she not realize you're a man? That is the worst thing to say to someone.
well,
I'm
didn't
learning
I didn't
guitar
disagree with
just to
this.
fucking.
I generally didn't disagree with this. I said, yeah, no, I probably won't amount to anything, but I can make an ass of myself in the process. So that's essentially how YouTube's like how I started doing Let's Plays was just to spite her and make an ass of myself.
You still you still talk.
No, no. Um, but it was more of a jesty thing anyway. It wasn't like super angry. Uh,
Did you?
argument sort of thing. It was more of a jokey, well, you're not going to amount to anything now I'm gone sort of joke sort of thing. It didn't end bad or anything. There wasn't like any bad endings. It was just, yeah, it just ended. It's how,
Did
how
you
relationships go.
did you think you'd be still doing it though? Because it was kind of a jest thing. Do you still think you'd be still doing it nearly a year later?
I actually released a video about May time, um, saying like Let's Plays is hard, and that's probably the one video that I've actually wanted people to watch. Because I don't give a shit about the other videos, but that one video is like actually um, quite an interesting video because it gets into my psyche a bit. Because I was an open book and I was very honest all the way through it. And
Just being a slut like usual.
well, I essentially brought up like it's called Making Let's Plays is Hard. And it was at the point where I was having a lot of technical issues. There was a legal issue that I had with one of my videos that never actually took off, which I mentioned to you about. That was Warner Brothers being
Well, we
dicks.
can definitely go in. But I really want to bring that up.
Yeah, yeah,
I've tried to contact companies about doing let's plays, and fucking I hear nothing back. And I'm sure
yeah.
if I put the video up, they'll be like, "Rah, rah, rah." I was like, "I'll try to contact you," and you're like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah."
Well, yeah.
Relentless. But you
The
no, continue on. You were having technical problems and all this.
yeah, no, I'm actually allowed to discuss this now, because at the time I wasn't allowed to discuss it, so the video was very vague on. Actually, no, I think I discussed it anyway, which probably broke a load of laws in the UK, but I can actually discuss it now.
Did you
So,
go? Did you sign anything to non-disclosure? I
uh,
won't mention this because if you didn't,
no, in the email, it was not, well, it wouldn't have broken any laws. It was more of a gentleman's agreement sort of thing where they said, uh, if you disclose any of this, then we will do this, 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 and this. It was very legal threats at the time, and it was like, ugh. So, but and also it's not professional really to talk about things. But anyway, I can now because the time's way past. Um, so basically, what happened? I wanted to do a different type of Let's Play on Lego Lego the movie, and I got in contact with Warner Brothers, and they essentially said, "Yes, of course you can do this, but you can only do a 5 minute video." And I turned around to them and I was just like, "Yeah, but I want to do a full series. I want to show I want to show this game. I'd already recorded like 2 hours. I'd really enjoyed it. I thought, okay, yeah, I can put this onto YouTube." Um, and they essentially just said, no, it's 2 hours. No, it's 5 minutes. You can only do one 5 minute video, and you can't use any of the music, and you can't use any of the cutscenes.
You can't use the music or the cutscenes.
Yeah, but I realized why, because they, in the cutscenes on the game, they actually take cutscenes
From the
from the
movie.
film.
Right.
But if I added commentary over the top, then that is fair use. That comes under the fair usage policy for commentary, comedy, and factual.
Yeah.
Something.
I've seen like YouTube has a video on how to do the whole process, and at
Yeah,
the end they say copyright's weird, and like, yes it is.
yeah. But yeah, that all happened, and it was very difficult. Then I tried to do a different game, and then I had technical difficulties. Then I tried to do a different game, and then I had technical difficulties. I was just thinking, well, what is it worth? I can't be bothered anymore. I'm only doing it for myself, really. Um, and I stopped. I think I stopped for about a couple of months. I went away. I ended up in hospital.
For
Uh,
different reasons.
yeah, well, yeah, no, yeah, completely different reasons. I can tell that story if you want. I'm not.
You can definitely tell what happened. But what made you come back to YouTube? Because you have returned.
Yeah, well, I'm doing videos at the moment, but I've always known that it wasn't going to be a permanent thing, so I'm not going to be doing this forever. I mean, this is why I'm not. I don't want to get too many subscribers and too many views and followers because I know I'm not going to keep it up. So, if I'd rather do it on my own steam and my own pace than people like saying, "Oh yeah, upload a video now. Come on, I'm waiting. Upload a video."
Yeah,
So
I was kind of having the same thing with Godric in the last interview.
yeah,
He doesn't want to get like too big that people are demanding videos off him. He wants to go
yeah,
his own pace.
yeah. Well, I think that's the sign of a good entertainer as well. To be fair, but he's in a completely different boat to me. I mean, I've got eight subscribers. He's got 1,000 and something. So
Over 1,000, yeah. And it was
yeah,
so funny. Only a few months ago, he blew up from I think he only had like a couple of subscribers to 300, and me and Lydia was like, he's got to like 300 in no time. And like he only
yeah,
started his channel, and he's already got to 300. And now he has a
yeah.
thousand.
Well, he released a few topical videos, didn't he? I think
It
so. It's
was
just
just he released a video for someone else did, for one of the big YouTubers did, and
okay,
blew up.
yeah.
But you can never really calculate when something's going to happen. He was just in
No,
the right place and doing the whole right thing at the time.
yeah, no. I mean, like I said, I just it's more of a me thing. It's my creative outlet. I quite it at the moment. I'm enjoying it. When I stop enjoying it, I'll stop doing it. That's how I
Yeah,
see it.
I've had that before. Like I'd pick a long YouTube or a long video or something that could take loads of parts just because I'm not having fun anymore. Like I was not having fun with Lego, so I started doing Bioshock, and I just wasn't recording. And then I played Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, and absolutely loved the fucking game, and had
Mm.
no problem recording. And I'm gonna keep on doing that until I have that game up in whole.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with this fucking game.
Well,
It's such a good game. It got me like the last time because I was doing one-offs because I wanted to look at all the games I have and find something that can get me a spark to actually like playing games. And not
yeah,
just doing it for a social thing that I want to do when I get home, or because I'd be playing with you and Lydia video games on the weekends and all this, and it'd be a social thing.
yeah, yeah,
And I wasn't playing games like I'd play for myself. Like I used to love playing Left 4 Dead, but then it kind of like it's the whole my hobby was taken over, and I'd rather not my hobby take over. It
yeah.
takes the fun out. So like last time I did this, I found Psychonauts. I absolutely loved that game.
Mm.
and I found Brother Tale 2. It's a really short game, and doing a let's play, it's such a good game.
Yeah, no, I hopefully I'll end up doing a let's play of that. That's why. Hopefully, in some point, maybe. It's been on my list for a while. I've got a list of games that I want to do let's plays of, and sometimes some games jump the queue, some others have to wait. It's like, oh no, I can't say that. I can't say. I was just gonna. No, that's spoilers. I can't say that.
You
Never
want
mind.
to tell the world your next let's play?
Um, no, no. No, I can't say. It's spoilers. Spoilers. Don't do
Really?
spoilers. Yeah, no. I've been playing. You're picking up on things I'm saying, aren't you?
No, I'm not picking up on anything you're saying.
Jesus. Why are you laughing?
Because no reason. But is it the game you told me you're going to be doing?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to that as well.
Mm. Yeah, no, I really am looking forward to that. That's something that's been it's a game that's been on my list since I started. So, but I've not had the balls to pick it up and do it yet because it's quite a very good story-driven game apparently.
Um,
Jesus.
I don't know what happened there with you. Well, I was just laughing at your whole nervous thing.
Yeah.
um, yeah, like I remember a video with Lydia. I kind of announced, I was like, I'm doing this game next as my let's play. And then I was like, really don't want to do this game now. And Lydia announced it, and I was like, oh my god, what? Because she announced the game she was going to do next, and she had a whole a screen going, not anymore. And I'm like, oh, I should have told her I don't want to do this game anymore. Like, I'm
Yeah.
technically still doing Mario, and it's been months. Just doing the side missions and just trying to get all that done.
Jesus.
It's just because I record, trying to get all the missing coins takes me over an hour. But after I edit it all, it's like a 10-minute video, and it's just a nightmare.
I think the game that's taken me the longest is probably Borderlands, but that's because I've had big gaps in between a load of the parts where I've got distracted by other games, which like The Inner World, which I've actually finished filming, and Life is Strange and Game of Thrones. That's a big distraction as well. So.
Well, yeah, because they're both episodics, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. So as soon as the new episode comes out, I like to play it straight away because there's a lot of spoilers going around.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
It's great because you can tell when that game came up because every single person subscribed to it was like Life is Strange Part 1, 12,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, guys, relax. I
Yeah.
was even asked, am I going to be doing a let's play of it? I was like, why would I be doing a let's play of it? The
You
people,
just bought the game, so.
yeah, but to play it because I'm Lydia, you're fucking taking your time. Because I was watching Lydia's and I was sorry, it was a deal. I kind of got it for a steal, the price of paying
Yeah.
for it. But someone said, would you not play it? I was like, no, I know too many people playing the game already. It'd be a bit
Yeah.
weird to me to do a game that someone's already done so soon. I'd probably have to wait a year or something, or a few months, or ask them beforehand. It's like, it's alright if I do this game you did.
Well, yeah, all the top YouTubers are doing it. Like Cryotic, well, probably PewDiePie. I don't follow him, but Dodger is, Minx, Ken. They're all of them. They're all doing Life is Strange at the moment. So
It's weird when you have people in networks doing the same games at the same time.
Yeah.
And you're like, why don't you just collaborate with the whole thing? Both you just play it.
yeah, wow, you can't really do that with Life is Strange. But
No,
the
no, like
beauty.
just like you know, fucking stream or sit beside each other. And
Oh
play,
yeah, yeah.
like how Game Grumps do.
The beauty with Life is Strange, though, for me, is that each Let's Play is completely different, and I've seen this a lot. Like Lydia's playthrough is really different to mine.
Yeah, you don't have
I've
audio problems.
well, yeah, I do have graphics problems though. My frame rates drop every so often on a really
I'm getting. It's such a weird one to complain about, but my
yeah.
brain doesn't look great.
Your Rain.
I watched this video during the week, and it was like it was the evolution of the PlayStation from PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 4. And the guy said near the end of it, when we start complaining about how the grass looks in a game, we've gone too far. When it used to be just 16 or 8 bits and all this, and now people are complaining about Witcher's 3 grass. Where are people's heads at? Look how far we've come in 30 years
Yeah.
of a few dots. Oh, what's this? It's a big space battle.
8 bits. 16-bit game.
You know, it's like the polygon count is past 1 billion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm trying to think what Life is Strange the grass is like in that, 'cause there's a lot of grass in that game.
I really think, like, I'd like my quality be a little better for some of my games, and I do try. But when we complain about the grass or the textures, when
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
could be 5 years put into this game and it looks absolutely brilliant.
yeah. For ages, when I was playing Borderlands, my textures were awful. And I was just like, why are they so awful? And then I found out, this is after like 20 hours worth of gameplay, that I had the texture level on low. I did not notice this. And now it's on like very high, and it's okay. It's still not that good. I mean, it's an old game, but it's
I'd like my
it's not bad.
I got a new graphics card and I'd like to really push it, but I
Yeah.
still don't want to kill it, so I slowly push it.
Yeah. What graphics card do you have?
Nvidia VidX 700 series.
Okay, yeah, so a good one then.
But already there's games that I won't be able to play. So probably in a year I'm gonna have to spend like up to like 500 on a super
Yeah.
deluxe graphics card, or spend $1,000 on an Alienware computer.
Yeah. No, there are. It's really annoying that they do the odd game that is just so intense on the graphics that a PC can't handle it. And PC is meant to be the ultimate in gaming. I mean, consoles don't have obviously the power that a PC does, but because the PC has so much power, they put the graphics resolution right up
And
just to the limits.
you don't have to buy, like, you just can buy a new graphics card. You don't have to buy a new
Yeah.
console.
Yeah. Yeah.
If like Batman, it doesn't look great. But if
For
I
Batman.
had to spend like up to the price of a new computer to get a graphics card to make that look the best it can.
Yeah.
I,
Well, yeah, I need a new computer.
yeah, you do on laptops that just like.
Yep. Yeah, it's a good laptop though. It does its job, but it's really not. It doesn't do as well as what I want it to. So there are games that I've tried to do in the past, and I just could not touch it. One of them that I really wanted to do, and I did like 2 hours worth of recording, and then I looked back, and it was just so slow and laggy. And that was Ori and the Blind Forest, and that's a fairly new game as well. And
Yeah, it's I always get surprised
yeah,
when people do let's plays on, or do recording or play games on laptops.
yeah.
Like
All of mine is all on the laptop.
I have an XPS, what's supposedly one step below Alienware computers.
Yeah, not too bad then. Well, yeah, I can play a lot of games on this, as long as the resolution is low. Which is why I started off doing emulator games, because
Did you not just say they were? Oh, not recording, just playing.
yeah.
It's interesting. So, is there any game out there, like, not really a spoiler, any game out there now that you love to play but you will never play? You just won't
I'll never
play.
get to play.
You never get to play, or you just will fizzle out and just hate YouTube in a few weeks.
Do you mean record it or just play it in general?
Record it. Like a game you'd love to play, you just couldn't do it justice.
Yeah, yeah, that'd probably be Ori and the Blind Forest at the moment. I still really want to do that as a recording, but until I get a new PC, I can't do it. It's as simple as that. I don't know.
Would you ever change your style of YouTubing? Like, would you ever change from Let's Plays to doing something else?
Yes, yes.
What would
Um,
it be?
well, um, in the past, I've done film work and stuff like that, and I've always been interested in writing screenplays, and I've got a few screenplays I've wrote. Um, so maybe something like that, or animation. Might go and do some of that sort of things. Yeah, that sort of thing. I don't know, just something to keep my brain occupied, I think.
Like, because I really want to stop doing Let's Plays and do more of this stuff, interviews and more podcasty kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Um, just because it's more interesting, and if you earn money on it, you don't feel like you're slightly robbing from other bit larger
Yeah.
companies.
Yeah, you see, I wouldn't ever do YouTube to make money, I don't think, because for me it's a hobby, and as soon as you start making money, then it just adds an extra equation into it, where something could go wrong, or someone's trying to, or someone pays you to do something and releases it on YouTube, and then you know, it's like I don't know, it's it feels like selling out for me.
I think it's called selling in.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like, I've been doing this a few years. I had other YouTube channel that did really well, and then my friend deleted it, and I wanted to kill him. And it was so difficult coming back and like starting this again
Mm.
from the ground up. And this time when I started, I was like, I had to do this whole networking, and it was like a year till I start going out and asking people, and I really wanted to try to get Irish and English people, because I just got the whole American thing to be a lot more difficult to do with the time
Yeah,
difference.
it's the time difference over there, yeah.
And it's only been a few times that it's really been horrible to do stuff with some YouTubers, like in Los Angeles or in Australia.
Yeah.
It's been just horrible trying to get schedules right. Like Brian from Foreplay, I still want to do stuff with. It's just our schedules never match up.
Mm.
Um,
Well, the answer is stay up all night, which is essentially what I do anyway, so.
um, so I was trying to get English and Irish YouTubers, and I googled English Irish YouTubers, and I found out Lydia through that. And
Really?
she was the first person to get back to me,
Yeah.
and like no one else has ever got back to me. Like I've beforehand, I wrote before I started doing work with Lydia, but now I find if I send messages out to people, I'll hear back quicker, because
Mm.
my channel has a few subscribers, and her channel, like her channel's just blown up, and I didn't want the whole thing. I'm just using a girl just to get more subscribers. Like, where it's really obvious
Yeah.
some people have done in the past to get subscribers. Just use
Yeah.
a girl, bring their girlfriend on and do stuff, and I just think it's such a bad way of you're slowly using someone to get subscribers. Where
Jesus.
I still enjoy working with Lydia doing videos, is because our sense of humor really work well together.
Mm.
I say something weird and she goes, or she can really put me in my place quickly. You really need someone like that. You need like a tag team, like a wrestling tag team. That
Jesus, wrestling again.
really melding together. Wait, when did I bring up wrestling last?
You always bring up wrestling.
I don't always bring up wrestling.
Yes, you do.
Like I like that, and there's been a few other YouTubers like me and you can really like. I've asked you to do something with me because our humor works well as well. Because I really think it's more probably because I watch a lot of English TV and our sense of humors are really similar.
Yeah.
Like if you watch Irish comedy, you'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like it works well because you always remind me of visually you remind me of the guy from The Office.
Jesus.
They can
I know
decide.
exactly who you're thinking about. Yeah.
They don't need to know which one from The Office.
Yeah.
Um, and
I,
you.
I don't look a thing like him now. Nothing. I'm just skinny. That's the only. That's the only thing. And I imagine most of your audience is going to be American, so they'll be confusing it with the American Office.
Oh, exactly. That's why I didn't even want to say. I was just saying The Office.
Yeah.
But like, there's a few other YouTubers I got done really well, but just time complaints and stuff like that, I just can't do stuff with.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, we're recording now at 2 p.m. For the Americans, they'll all still be asleep, so or getting up early in the morning, sort of
6 in
thing.
the morning for.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can see how that works.
You know
I've got
what? It's all right for like someone like in Texas or that side on the east coast. It's a lot easier because
it's only like 5 or 6 hours, isn't it?
yeah,
Five.
like it's 8 o'clock for metal at the moment.
Yeah.
And I love working with metal. I'd love to do more, actually do a game with metal because she's such a funny sense of humor, and she's filthy and she cuts it so much out. And she did a video called Butt Stuff, and I was in stitches the whole time, and she was really against putting it out for ages. I was like, metal, just do it. Oh, Lydia always thinks I'm trying to replace her with metal. I was like, metal, just do it. Send it out there. It'll be funny as fuck. You'll get an audience. I just, oh yeah, but I don't want to do it because I'm a girl talking about sex. I was like, just do it.
Jesus.
Because in her stories, she's told me some fucking hilarious stories about throwing butt plugs at people in parties and hiding them in their pockets.
Jesus.
And it's so funny because that's like my sense of humor. I can really get my head around that and see the funny side to it.
Yeah. Yeah, she's the one that liquefied bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that.
No one does. Was it you that there was someone in the comments that I just said, can we stop talking about bacon,
It's me,
please?
me and Roy Johnson. We're having an argument which bacon was better, and I still maintain my bacon is a lot better.
Oh, yeah, but in America they call it Canadian bacon or ham. It's like,
I know.
don't
It's really
know.
weird. Danish bacon's nice. That's really nice.
I like my fucking bacon, not to be crispy and
Yeah.
black. I like being able to cut it. I like being able to chew it for a start.
Yeah. Actual meat
Not
instead of
fat.
processed salt. Jesus.
We shouldn't really slag the Americans because I know too many of them.
Yeah. Well, I don't care.
I'll slag Roy Jepson till the
Jepson.
his brother Johnson. Jesus.
Jesus.
His brother's
I don't even know him, and I can get his name right.
His brother is really nice, Joe Jepson. He's really nice. I'd really want to do stuff with Roy and all this and more videos because I want to kind of branch out and go. I don't mind working with the YouTubers. It's great. It's fun.
Yeah.
So like I'm starting with the English ones first because of time reasons.
Yeah. Well, you see, for me, again, it's more just randomly playing games, and I think that's how you build up friendships and stuff. Because if you remember, we did a recording for what was it? Don't Starve, ages ago, and I listened back to all the audio on that. It was just awful. Because for me, it felt very forced. Like you and Lydia were fine together because obviously you knew each other, but I didn't know you guys. So I was trying to force my way into it, and it just didn't.
I don't think I've ever put it up.
No, I've deleted it now, so it's gone.
It was more. I wasn't happy with the way the videos turned out because I think we died. I died probably. Or
Yeah, you did. You died first.
I just wasn't happy with the whole. Because to me, it kind of felt forced, but. Me and Lydia can decide to do something a minute beforehand, and we'll just because we're comfortable with each other at this point.
Yeah.
We can bullshit it because it's great. Because it's been a great way of building friendships. Is you can talk about butt stuff and have no problem. No one's gonna get embarrassed or anything. It's just you need to know where people's line is with humor.
Yeah.
Can you say this? No. Can you say Miss Piggy is raped Kermit the Frog? Will they see the sense of humour? Carl Sagan. George Calden said, rape can be funny. Miss Piggy raping Kermit the Frog. Fucking hilarious. Like everything can be joked of. Like even in Family Guy, they slag 9/11, and like the guy just finished washing all the windows, and he just turned around and goes, "Come on!" Like anything can be a joke if you just know how to do it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like it's like it took South Park had a brilliant. I know you don't like South Park about being able
No,
to
I
slag,
do like South Park. I don't watch it anymore.
about the whole AIDS. And that is such a funny fucking episode about AIDS.
Yeah.
AIDS is funny because he has AIDS. What?
Oh no.
Jared or something from.
Was it Family Guy that did the "You've got AIDS"? Da, 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 da. That song.
Yeah, they.
Not HIV, but full-blown AIDS.
You've got the.
Yeah, probably shouldn't steal jokes from shows. That's without giving credit. I suppose we've given credit. It's,
Yeah, we've.
yeah.
I made a joke this morning to my brother, and he's like, well, "Was that funny?" He's like, "I don't care if you don't get it. Once I get it, I'm happy." He's like, "Fair enough." So Matt, what would your favorite curse word be?
Oh Jesus, you've got these from the what's it, haven't you?
Well, you refuse to do it my way, so I'm gonna have to.
Jesus. Yeah, no, I'm not answering those. Those are stupid questions.
These
I'd
are
rather just have a conversation.
I know,
We've
but
been through this.
I've got you to answer some of them.
I've It's when it's out of the blue. Favorite curse word? I don't have one. I don't have a favorite curse word. Now you've made it awkward, Kev. Well done.
Okay, right. George Carlin, he said he has a whole monologue about the 7 words you can't say on TV. Fuck, shit, cunt, motherfucker, asshole, and bitch. It's something like that. The 7 words you can't say on TV.
See, I'm a really ballsy person. I would add another word into that.
Oh, I don't think that's.
In fact, I'm not going to say it because I'll probably get destroyed. Ah,
Who is that?
it's me.
Oh. Yes. See, I'm cool with that word not being said. It's shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits. You can't say on TV.
Yeah.
But motherfucker and fuck are the same words.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Cunt, yeah, I can see. You just say bunt. Cocksucker, well, you know.
Sock liquor?
Cocksucker.
Yeah. Sock liquor.
Sock liquor, shit. Well, fuck, duck, bunt. Tits are just fun to say. It's a bit pointy though. It's like a pointy word, tits, where boobs is kind of more circular. And I know you're a big boob man.
Boobs. I like boobs. Who doesn't like boobs? Jesus, this is the level of this conversation. It's gone so far downhill now.
No, not that far down, just really far. Yeah, so like the 7 words, like my favorite curse word is always gonna be fuck, because it can be used in every single sentence. Why don't you go outside and play hide and go fuck yourself? Knock knock, who the fuck's there? It's such a user friendly word. It's German from frack to strike. So it means to hit someone, so you're hitting someone with the whole fuck you man, you motherfucker. Oh, that was fucking hilarious. It's a great word. Bunt, that's fun, you just changed the word. So what would your favourite word be?
Jeez, word. I don't have a favourite word.
How do you not have a favourite curse word?
Because I don't really swear that much. Well, in my line of work, I can't swear, but yeah, I don't know. Favourite word? It's like picking your favourite child.
Every parent has a favourite child. I have my favourite child.
No, they do, but they don't openly admit to it.
I'd openly admit.
Because if I say fuck is my favourite swear word, then shit will be so pissed off with me.
Like, my dad's told me, I really hope this mic is not picking up that music. My dad's told me I'm his favourite. That's out of 5 kids. Can you hear that music?
No, no, I can't hear the music.
Fuck. Yeah. It's I enjoy curses. But I enjoy curses when they're used correctly. It's the same with, you know what I mean, or like, once you can keep a conversation going with using your words without cursing, that's great. But if when you use a curse in the right way, that you're giving the sentence strength and power, like you're a motherfucking idiot. What the fuck's wrong with your face, man? How could you do that, you dumb bat? You know, that was not a great example.
No,
It's
that
stupid.
was lame.
Like you wouldn't hear a lawyer going, "Ah, you're fucked," or a doctor going, "Yeah, you're pretty fucked. You have about a week to live. You're fucked." I'd love to hear a doctor going, "You're just fucked. Can't do anything for you. You're just fucked. Not even in the good or fun way. You're just fucked." Now there'd be more, this is what's going on, being all professional. But a good fuck is good now and again. And
Are you sure you want to phrase it that way?
The way you phrase it is also funny because it can mean 2 things.
Double entendre.
Yeah. Like I enjoy this. With these interviews, I'm trying to get more and more people involved, and not just YouTube. I've gone and branched out to other people. I've got no replies, so I won't get any replies because it was like, who's this guy with 100 and something subscribers trying to get people? What? But I know if I was like a PewDiePie or someone big like him, well, no one's big as him.
Yeah.
But like if you had 1 million subscribers, I'm sure it's so much easier. You know people to talk to. It's like, hey, can you get me this guy? Oh, deadly.
Yeah. You see, my favourite YouTuber or Let's Player is probably Cryotic, and he doesn't do any collabs, so this is probably where I've got my ideals from, is just trying to just do things how they fit naturally, fitting things naturally instead of trying to force them all the time and constantly having to ask.
So against this, aren't you?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Like, this isn't too bad, it's a conversation, but when you try and force it and just gets a bit awkward.
Yeah, but it only gets awkward if someone goes, "This is super awkward, isn't it, man? Oh, Jesus, it's so awkward." Or, "I don't like things forced." Well, things either happen forcefully or they don't happen at all, or it can take fucking months. It's like if you're trying to ask a girl out for fucking like 2 years and you never get, because you're slowly building up to where another time you can be straight out and go, "Let's go on a date," and they're like, "Yeah, why not?" And you're like, "Why did I wait so fucking long?" You can get to that point. I don't know why I picked that.
That is a weird...
It's a weird one. Or it's like just going when you're in line with someone and someone's taking their time with doing something, like, "There's loads of space, can you move up?" And you slowly build up to it, but someone behind you go, "Lad, can you move the fuck on?" Where he didn't have to say, "Can you move on?" The guy will move, and then instead of you being so fucking soft or hard. And it's the way you approach things. So you, in your whole "I don't like things being forced," it's such a weird way. Not a weird way. It's like you're against the whole idea of collaboration and doing small and little things with other YouTubers.
Pretty much, yeah.
And where I don't mind, it doesn't feel forced if you don't bring it up in conversation. If it's like this whole conversation has been natural. Yeah, I've tried to ask you a few questions because these are questions that people always want to know. These questions, like, I'm not gonna ask what are you into, guys or girl, because I don't really give a shit. What your religious stance is, what your opinion on abortion is, or on politics, because these are like the questions you just kind of don't ask.
Yeah.
It's like again, I don't know why, on a date you go, "So you a B cup?" Because have you played? Because of Lydia, I got into Candy Crush.
Jesus.
Not Candy Crush. What is the name of that game?
I don't know.
Where you basically had to just try to get the girls to bed.
What?
It's like.
Oh, do you mean I know. I think I know what you mean. Hold on.
Pop.
Yeah, Honey Pop.
Honey Pop, right? If anyone played Honey Pop, and went, "That's how you talk to girls." You know, so because in it you ask questions like, "What's your breast size?" and all these kind of things. Like, imagine a guy going up to a girl, "So, you rocking a size D there?" He's gonna
Well,
get a smack.
all I'm saying is that is obviously wrote by some
Guys,
probably some Japanese men who have no idea and have grown up watching animes and playing video games all their life.
and not never real have
Never
never
spoken to a human person.
or a girl and understand how. It's like, you talk to girls like this, don't you? And Jeff be like, "Yeah, yeah, Mike, that's how you talk to girls. There's one for you." Oh yeah, all the time, man.
I don't know because I think if you talk to girls like that, but then took the mick of doing that, so you didn't do it in such a serious way, then it would be funny.
Yeah, like how I tell most of my jokes when I'm trying to be serious. I'll laugh after it. I'm like, "Oh my god, you're joking." Of course I was joking, man. I'm
No.
never serious.
No, that just means that you're a narcissistic prune that you laugh at your own jokes.
Man, if you can't laugh at yourself, you're some problems.
I insulted you about laughing at your own jokes and then immediately laughed at my own joke there.
I know.
Just so you're aware.
I got that, man.
But I thought I'd point that out before you did.
I've been taught by many people it's very hard to kind of trick me or mislead me because people always. I learned from House. People always lie,
Oh yeah.
and they can do it in the stupidest way. And I'm like, they just for years the people like blah 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 blah, and they catch themselves out with lies, and it's brilliant. I was like, why did you lie? You could have just told me at the beginning, and you're like, yeah. You could have said it's none of your goddamn business, but now you've made it weird because I caught you out on a lie. It's like just don't lie to me, man.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do. I remember my friend tried to lie to me a few weeks ago, and I was like, "Oh my god, are you at the restaurant?" Because they were at a restaurant, and he's like, "No, I'm not at a restaurant." She took a picture of herself wearing sunglasses, and you could see the table and her menu in her hand of the restaurant. I was like, "Can I show you something?" Yeah. You said you wanted to restaurant. No. And your sunglasses quite reflective. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the image. It's like, come on, don't try to lie. You really people are bad at lying. I'm great at lying. I lie 10% of the time, all the time.
You know, if you're gonna reference things,
I add to the reference so it's not a reference. Because I make these references to that certain show and no one ever gets it.
I got it.
Yeah, of course you'd get it. Like, I was so angry at you on Skype the other day because you changed your Skype profile to, what's the point of being an adult if you can't be a kid now and again? I've been saying that for years and no one gets it.
Yeah. Yeah. Go on then. Are you gonna tell people where that's from?
No, if they don't get it, it's their own fault. Why help them? Why help them? I'd say I make references to shit that I know no one's ever done. But if someone makes a reference to something that I've made a reference to, and I'm like, this girl is gonna get my sense of humor.
Yeah.
Or it's weird when someone unintentionally makes a reference to a show. It's like, oh my god, yeah, I love that show, and they're like,
And then like, what?
yeah, it's like, oh.
Yeah, I think we know someone who's done that over Skype with their Skype address.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
I couldn't.
God.
I was actually looking at Skype there, going, which one was
Jesus.
it?
Jesus. Well, there's only one person we know.
Yeah, I
Mutually.
was also thinking you haven't talked to any of these other Let's Players.
No, I haven't.
I love the way, I'm just going to bring this up right now. Skype has the weirdest thing. It's showing me an ad while I'm on a call. So in the middle of it, there's a window playing with a video, and on the side is your face.
Oh, that's odd.
It's really nice. So your face isn't even in the whole fucking picture. Yours is a small little fucking face.
Well, I've still got the douchebag picture up.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, I better not say the douchebag picture. So what was, if you want to go into, what was your line of work? What did you start doing?
I'll go into it a little bit, but
You
not.
don't tell me what you work
Yeah.
at now, but
Yeah.
what was your passions you used to have?
Well, when I
That
was a
have that
kid,
huge bag picture.
yeah. Well, yeah. When I was a kid, I was absolutely enthralled with acting from pretty much the age of 7. I did
What's a foot of
stage
pussy?
plays. Hmm? Pardon?
What's a foot of pussy?
I know. I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop.
Go on, no man, I'm listening. Stop.
Jesus, fucking rude. No. Oh fuck! I forgot what I was saying. When I was a kid, I loved acting. So I was I joined like theatre groups and things like that. Did a lot of stage plays. Did a few TV commercials, which
Oh really?
yeah.
Are they on YouTube or anything?
I don't think so. No, I have been looking for them recently. But I can't find them anywhere. They were very regional things. But I can't find them on YouTube anywhere, so it's a shame. But yeah, so I did a few I did a few commercials. I did 1 or 2 when I was a kid. This is and then I sort of went through college and
What did you study in college?
well, I did A levels. But part of my A levels was draming and performing arts. So I came out of that, thought about going to university to do performing arts, but at the same time, I'd enrolled in an agency that did mainly like theatre productions and things like that. So and they also did extras work for a few soaps and other things like that
Oh, right. So,
in the UK. So I did a bits of that, but I'm literally on screen. I think there was a Holby City episode, which is like a medical drama, ER
I'm just
sort
gonna
of.
ask were you on the bill as a dead body?
No, I never made it onto the bill. That died before I actually got the job, those sort of jobs. But I was on Holby City, in the hospital as a patient and I was on screen for the matter of 1 second.
And were you?
Literally just in the background. I was there. It took me about a day and a half worth of shooting just for this one shot, and they only used like 2 seconds worth of it. That was my first extras work, and then I went over to Coronation Street. I did a few episodes with them. Again, I was just in the Rovers pub, and this is where a lot of your listeners won't know what I'm talking about. But Coronation Street is a soap opera, based in Manchester. So I did, yeah, I was essentially just a person in the pub with another bunch of people. And I was on for, I think I had like 5 seconds. So my time was going up on screen, but obviously as an extra, you go around these places and I did like period dramas. Have you ever seen Jekyll?
No.
It's Stephen Moffat. Stephen Moffat wrote Jekyll before he wrote Sherlock. And it was James Nesbitt who played Jekyll, and it was essentially a modern day version of Jekyll and Hyde. And there is one episode where they're at a zoo, and I was one of the teenagers in the zoo right at the back, and you can see the back of my head. Oh, I should have turned off my phone. I do apologise. There you go. Yeah, where you can just see the back of my head. So yeah, that's probably my best thing because I loved that TV show. I didn't realise at the time how good that TV show was going to be. I just got this job and then I watched it and I was like, actually, I'm really enjoying this TV show. So yeah.
It's still. I doubt it's still running.
No, it's not. They only did it for one series. They never picked it up for a second. Because I think Stephen Moffat then got too involved with Doctor Who, and cause this was about 2007, I think.
I really. He has great story ideas.
He does, yeah.
He just doesn't know how to finish them.
Yeah.
Like the whole.
Yeah, the end of Jekyll was weird. Some of the Sherlocks have been a bit. Yeah.
I didn't mind the Sherlocks because
Well,
But it's
That's
the more
Twitch
whole.
Mark Gatiss, doesn't he?
He what?
Mark Gatiss, that's co-wrote, so it's co-writing.
Like with Doctor Who, they had this whole build up with the silence and it returned and the cracks, but then it was the whole just a sentence. Oh, it was used all along. And it
Yeah,
could have been like flashbacks and shown how they've done this. He's great build up. He has a terrible
yeah.
prestige. Like
No,
finish. He's a terrible finish.
well, the bits with River Song, I would have liked to have seen Melody, the Pond's friend, in other episodes before, so you get used to that character. But
Yes.
she was just in the Let's Kill Hitler for like 10 minutes. So obviously he hadn't thought that through. He knew at the beginning of that series that River was the daughter. Spoilers, by the way, for a TV
That
show
was a
that's 2 years
he
old.
did that great.
Yeah, no, yeah, he did that. But I wanted to see it when Amy and Rory were at home, some of the scenes between them and Melody, and like even flashbacks to like when they were kids before the Let's Kill Hitler, just to throw in that little bit more of a ah clue. But yeah, although I figured that out, I think quite well.
It was the episode where like the beautiful episode with the doctor's wife where the TARDIS is put into a human body
Mm.
and she's like river there's no river in the forests.
Yeah.
And because they
No, no,
always
no, 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 no. You got the quote wrong. The only water in the forest is the river.
no, they don't have any. Oh yeah, they didn't have a word for pond.
Yeah, I didn't have the word for pond. Hmm.
As in, though we could very easily do an episode of just talking about Doctor Who, but
Yeah, definitely.
we definitely will not do it today.
Well, I've rewatched the new series as well, because I'm getting ready for series 9, so I've gone right back to series 1 of New Who, and I've rewatched them all again. Um,
I'm super interested with the Peter Petrelli.
Peter
I-
Capaldi.
The episode with the creatures that hide in hide in the shadows and all this. I loved that.
Listen.
I loved that. I also loved the horror episode with Matt Smith, his final year, the whole she can see ghosts, and it's actually her great
Oh yeah,
grandmother, granddaughter.
yeah,
Thought that
yeah.
was a great. I loved that. I love them kind of. You can tell it's the other writer who did that episode though.
I think that a Mark Gatiss.
It probably was. He's an exceptionally good horror.
Yeah.
He does everything good with horror.
Yeah, he's one of my favourite writers, I think, from Doctor Who. Mark Gatiss. Stephen Moffat did a lot of really good stories under Russell T Davies.
Yeah, Russell T Davies had some good stories.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like his
But
final, I heard an interview about when he wrote the final words of his run as Doctor Who. Like, I don't want to go,
I don't want to go.
and it's such a powerful kind of
Yeah.
line.
Well, they actually filmed that in 3 different ways. So the first one was David Tennant just going, "I don't want to go," without like crying or anything like that.
Yeah,
And then they did the they did one with him like sort of halfway, and then they did a full blown tearful one. They went for the one in the halfway because it shows that sort of build up, and then but the music in that TV show is beyond brilliant because it's all been Murray Gold since it started, and he is a fantastic composer.
I really think the whole I don't want to go. It was such a whole. It was great because David Tennant had a great run and he had a great final year. He was the Time Lord victorious and he declared himself the last and all that. But I love the whole I don't want to go. It just doesn't mean the doctor doesn't want to go. David Smith doesn't want like David Smith.
David Tennant.
Dave Tennant doesn't go. Russell T David doesn't go. All the
Yeah.
other group that's been working on Doctor Who for years
Yeah.
don't want to go.
But they did want to go because it was their choice to go in the end. Oh, what have I done? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, cool. I thought I'd just closed down my computer. I just knocked something on my computer and it just went boom.
But I think after an hour and 12 minutes of this interview, we
Jesus. Is that your longest video? Your longest interview?
probably might have to put it into 2 parts. I'm not gonna.
Jesus.
I will end it here, and me and Matt will definitely do. He won't do a debate, but I'm gonna talk him into doing an episode where we just talk about Doctor Who.
Oh yeah. I can go with that.
Because I've been trying to get Lydia into doing an episode just talking about Orange is the New Black. It's not happening.
Yeah. I've never actually seen that.
1 second.
Orange isn't the new black.
So yeah, I want to do an episode with Lydia, but I say I'll have no problem talking about Doctor Who for a long
Yeah.
time.
Orange is the new juice, and that is a reference.
Yes. You can say the other words that you and Lydia fucking freakingly like saying all the time that most of the shit out of me.
What?
Bonyasu!
Yeah, I'm getting a bit bored with that game.
I have not played as much as you used to. I think
I
I've
have
7 hours.
Yeah, I've played like 17.
He's always playing the game, and I was just like,
Yeah. Lydia's annoyingly getting really good at it. Oh no, that's gonna go on camera. She's gonna hear that. No.
And with that, I have been Hard Man to Say Show, the man.
And I've been Mr. Womble.
Till next time, take care. Goodbye. See ya.